Oh, my bad. Hey, you there. You must be looking for one of those scribing guides. Well, then you've definitely come to the wrong place. So you ain't gonna learn Oh man, they're definitely gonna think I'm weird after that. I wonder if they'll just not talk about it in the comments. Oh man, I think they can hear my inner monologue. Well, that was kind of awkward. Hey, could you finish the intro for me, please?
Gold Road and Scribing.
What the
Really, nigga?
So you must be wondering, how in the did he get here? Well, that's a great question. What you want to do is you want to teleport to Westfield. Click on this way shrine here and it will teleport you to where I'm at. Whenever you first come here, don't get fooled by Laramel the Wise, because unlike her name, she is not wise. She didn't teach me. You believe the first time I ran through this, I ended up doing the main quest for an hour. Come to find out, it had nothing to do with scribing. So to avoid making a tragic error like I did, you're gonna wanna walk 10 feet past this lady, and you're gonna see a giant poster on the wall over here. This poster is gonna read, what the? Hold on a second, I need to get on my reading glasses. Oh man, like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and stream on Twitch live multiple times a week. Oh my gosh!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Aha, there we go. On behalf of the Mages Guild of all of Tamriel, I'm gonna click on this. Started the second era of scribing. I am on the way of getting my new moves! Oh man, once I make these new scribing skills, I'll definitely become the most powerful. Now the Redguard women in Stormhaven are gonna have no choice but to go on a date with me. Huh? So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do once you go through the doors is you're gonna wanna talk to this dude that looks exactly like Harry Potter for some reason. Once you're done conversating with the NPC, he's gonna send you on a quest into the Scholarium. Once you battle your way through and make it into the Scholarium, you're gonna be tasked with cleansing these doors. You're gonna wanna go around and cleanse each one of these doorways. Eventually, these doorways are going to lead you onto quests that are going to further yourself throughout the Scholarium. At the end here, you're going to finally meet the Crow. Talking to the Crow is going to initiate you on this simple quest. This quest is going to send you into the back room here, and you're going to kill these 3 little NPCs. You're then going to take this fragment, and you're going to activate the altar, which is going to grant you with your first skill, your first grimoire, as well as your scripts. And let's go ahead and actually break down the different scripts, what these are in the entire scribing system. The scribing skill line is a skill line that does not need to be leveled. Everything to get you ready for scribing will be done here at the Scholarium. After completing the second era of scribing, you will now have access to making skills. But in order to get new skills and affixes for them, you're going to need a little run through and understanding on what the wings are. Once the altar has been opened, your next quest given will be the Wing of the Indrik. Now, there are 5 wings in total: the Indrik, the Gryphon, the Dragon, the Netch, and finally, the Crow. Each wing is important in its own way, so let's take a moment to break these down. Each time you complete a wing, the wing's benefits will be able to be accessed and used from each of your characters. We will talk a little bit more about this later. After completing the Wing of the Indrik questline, you will be given access to the Scholarium Vendor. Here, the vendor will give you access to each grimoire. Before you purchase each grimoire, make sure it will be useful for you and your build. For example, if you're not using the Restoration Staff, then there's no need to get the Resto Staff grimoire unless you're trying to gather each grimoire for the achievement. Once you purchase a grimoire on a character for 50k gold, those same grimoires will be reduced to 10k gold when you want to buy it on another character. Completing the Indrik wing will also unlock Bound Focus Script of Healing, the Bound Signature Script Sage's Remedy, the Bound Affix Script Resolve, and the bound affix script off balanced, as well as 3 luminous ink. But Slushy, where are the scripts? Why don't you just tell me how to build my skills already? It's just so frustrating. They always want to know so much information, and it's like, I really want to tell them because I really want to impress the gamer girls, but like, at the same time, you guys could subscribe. Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted by myself, again, I promised to tell you about the scripts. But before I do that, we need to take a minute, and we need you to decide which route you would like to take in the Scholarium. And you need to do that by understanding the different wings. Each wing gives players access to content related to scribing. After you finish the Indrik wing, then you will have 3 wings to choose from: the Netch, the Gryphon, and the Dragon. If you're someone who would like to make money right away from this update, then I highly recommend doing the wing of the Netch first.
So, Slushy, you're saying I don't have to be poor anymore?
Poor, penniless, bankrupt. No more money? We've got to have money.
Completing this will give you access to affix scripts as possible rewards from daily world event quests, daily Imperial Sewer quests, and also daily Undaunted quests. You will unlock a rotating selection of affix scripts from the Scholarium Vendor and the Infinite Archive Vendor as well. Not only do you get these scripts from the Netch, but my favorite thing that the Netch gives you is the ability for luminous ink to become a rare drop from farming resource nodes. Each ink sells between 50 and 70k, so if you need to make money, I highly recommend completing the Netch and getting into farming right away. As you can see, I'm in Balfoyan farming resources. This is only one of many zones that you can farm in whenever you want to get resources. Make sure whenever you're farming, you have the Master Gatherer CP for reduced gather time, as well as the Plentiful Harvest for increased chances of resource drops. Last but not least, make sure to get the Harvest Map add-on if you're on PC. This add-on makes it very easy for you to see resource nodes on the map. Now, if you're someone like me who tends to lean more into fighting in the game rather than doing things such as farming, and you would like to battle with some new skills as fast as possible, I would highly recommend doing the Wing of the Dragon right after you complete the Indrik. The Wing of the Dragon will grant you signature scripts, the chance to drop from world bosses, daily Cyrodiil quests, and daily Fighter Guild quests, as well as having a rotating selection of signature scripts from the Scholarium Vendor and the Infinite Archive Vendor. The main reason to do the Wing of the Dragon first is for those of you who are into PvP and PvE heavily. Doing the Wing of the Dragon first will unlock the script chase from the Mages Guild, as well as unlocking the Class Mastery signature script chase. For the Mages Guild chase, these are free scripts and they are very easy to obtain. Each major city will have a script in the main city's Mages Guild. These cities include Daggerfall and Glenumbra, Davin's Watch in Stonefalls, Volkelgard in Aradon, Mournhold in Deshawn, Eldenroot in Grotwood, Wayrest in Stormhaven, Rockhall in Reaper's March, Evermore in Bankerai, and last but not least, Riften, and who would have guessed, the Rift. Once the Wing of the Dragon is complete, go to each of these guilds to obtain your free script. Inside of a Mage's Guild, each script will look like a blue scroll. Just interact with it to obtain it. Each script obtained can be put into your bank and taken out on another character. If you learn a script on one character, that script will not be usable on another character. You will have to find that script again on another character. The class script chase is the longest part of the entire scribing system. Collecting 50 class scripts will allow the creation of a mastery class enhancement. Once one character has purchased its class mastery enhancement, you will be able to purchase each class's mastery enhancement inside the Scholarium at the vendor. Class mastery enhancements can take a while to obtain, so let's break down the easiest ways to get them. If you're like me and you're pretty lazy, then you're going to want to make sure to do your normal and vet random dailies. The normal one gives you 1 scrap, and the vet gives you 2 scraps per day per character. Daily battlegrounds will give you 1 scrap per day. Master writs give 1 scrap per day per character. The Cyrodiil quest box will give you 4 scrap, but I believe this might only be able to be done once, although I haven't tested it. Normal and vet arenas, such as Maelstrom or Vatterstrom, will give you 1 scrap on normal and 3 scrap on vet once per day per account. Now, if you're not lazy, then these will pertain to you. Trials will give you 1 scrap per normal and 2 scrap per vet. The trial coffers will also give you 1 scrap for normal, 2 scrap for vet, and 4 scrap for veteran hard mode. If you appear on a leaderboard for trials, you get 5 scrap per character. Once 50 have been obtained, you unlock your class mastery enhancement. Now that brings us to the last of the first 3 wings that you can choose from after finishing the Wing of the Indrik. This is going to be the Wing of the Gryphon. Those of you who have saved many of your PvP rewards of the worthy will be very happy about this wing. Completing the Wing of the Gryphon will allow focus scripts to be possible rewards from Delve quests, Mage's Guild quests, as well as PvP rewards of the worthy. I highly recommend, if you have PvP rewards unopened and you have not completed the Wing of the Gryphon, to wait until you have completed this wing to open up your PvP rewards of the worthy. Completing the Wing of the Gryphon will also add rotating focus scripts to the Scholarium Vendor. Once all 4 main wings are completed, you are then just left with the Wing of the Crow. Completing this wing will give you access to a really cool skill called Soul Burst. With that being said, my biggest piece of advice is definitely not to burn yourself out and do the wings that you want to do first. Now let's talk about the skills and exactly how you can build them. So when you go up to the altar, you have a few different grimoires that you can choose from based on the ones that you bought. As you can see, I have the Elemental Explosion grimoire, the Soul Burst, as well as Wield Soul, Use Field's Contingency, and then I also bought Trample just so I could kind of mess around with it. As you click onto each grimoire, you can see that there are different focus scripts that you can add to them, as well as signature scripts and affix scripts. But if I go ahead and click onto different grimoires, you'll see that different grimoires offer you different affix scripts and signature scripts and focus scripts that you can use with them. So not every grimoire can use the same affix scripts or signature scripts as well as focus scripts, but as you click onto each grimoire, you can see the different ones that you can use for them. When it comes to building a skill, you are going to need ink. Each skill that you build is going to take 3 ink to use. If you've built a skill previously and you aren't changing all of the scripts for that skill, maybe only 1 or 2 of them, then the price of the skill to change is going to decrease from 3 to maybe 2 or 1, depending on the amount of scripts that you are changing. With that being said, that brings us to the end of the video. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. This is my first time ever creating a video in this format. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and it would mean so much to me for you guys to like the video and also subscribe, but also come say hi to me on Twitch. I stream all the time, and it will be really, really dope to see you guys in there. Until next time, it's been your boy, Slushy. Later.